Hello, darling. Nice to see you. Welcome to Bedtime Stories. My name is Tracy, and I am your host. Tonight we are reading chapter 26 of I the Wizard by Daniel McKnight. I've been given permission to read this book to you by the author himself because he is the director of my short form improv troupe, and he thought that it would be funny. So, hi, Dan. All right. Before I get started on reading this chapter, please read my shirt. Ha 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 ha. I found that amusing, and so, therefore, I have shared it with you. Okay, this is not me being conceited, although I can understand how you might feel that it might be me being conceited, but it is not. Yeah, I am not calling myself a hot girl, although I was hot earlier. Ha, 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 ha. That was punny. Anyway, so before I get started on this chapter, I need to ask you a series of very serious queries. Have you gone pee in the potty yet? Have you brushed your teeth? Have you got your water next to the bed? I've got my water sitting right here. I got ice in it too. Have you done your stretches? You got all that done already? Great job. Excellent effort. Top marks. All right, well, since there's nothing else left to do besides like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell, let's go ahead and get started. All right, cool. I apologize if I seem a little meh. I'm feeling rather a lot meh today. Oh, excuse me. And I really would prefer to not be reading to you, to be perfectly honest. I would prefer to be sleeping. But after I'm done reading to you, I have to take a shower. And then I get to sleep. Because I got to take care of my things. I folded all my clothes. And that was wildly delayed. I just... Ooh. I got a lot of things going on. Oh. I almost forgot my little lights. Yeah, criminy. One must have good lighting for YouTube. There's good lighting and good sound, right? Yay. That's a little bit better. I look a little bit more human, right? Hey, look, muscles. Okay, anyway. Chapter 26. Let's begin. A couple hours later, I was the one sitting behind the desk. The woman who was usually there had gathered her knitting and had gone home. Skeet had awakened earlier and was talking non-stop about his innocence. Finally, all squawked out, he slumped into the corner of his cell and glared at me. Just as it was starting to get dark, Petch returned. "What took you so long?" I asked. Well, he started just as Vivian walked in. I stood up and looked at her. "What are you doing here? I don't think—" "I had to see him, Poe. I had to see who killed Ray, and I had to see him locked up." "Listen, Vivian," Skeet said as he rose to his feet. "I didn't do it. I was passed out drunk at home. I would swear an oath of innocence." She looked at me with tears welling up in her eyes. I went to her and put my arm around her. "Come on, let's go into Hannon's. I'll buy you a drink." Silently, she nodded and turned toward the door. I looked at Petch and said, "You need to stay here. Make sure he stays in his cell and keep the front door locked. Don't open it for anybody except me or Sheriff Ranulph. A little later, I'll get you some food. Understand?" "Understand?" "Yes, I guess. But what if he has to, he asked embarrassingly. Looking around, I found a bucket in a back closet. I unlocked Skeet's cell, threw it in, and locked it up again. "He can use that." Viv and I walked into Hannon's. We settled at a table near the door, and I went to the bar and ordered a flagon of wine and 2 cups. Returning to the table, I poured one for her and one for me. I settled into the chair next to her. "Bo, I don't know what I would have done this past week if it weren't for you." "You're stronger than you give yourself credit for." "I think you're being kind, but what am I going to do when you're gone?" "You're going to be fine. All that money that's in that chest is yours. You can go anywhere, do anything you want." "Except go with you." "I didn't say you couldn't move to Plowden. You have enough money to open your own business. I could help you with that." "Really? I guess I could, couldn't I? And with you so close, that wouldn't be too bad, would it?" I smiled and said, "Not too bad at all." Much to my surprise, in walked the blacksmith, Pran, with another man almost as big as he was. They walked over to our table and stood towering over us. I saw you come over here from the sheriff's, Pran said. Thought we'd take you up on that drink, unless you changed your mind. Nope, I'm glad you're here, I answered. What do you want? Whatever you're having is fine, Pran said. Great. I'll go get another flagon and 2 more cups. Oh, Vivian, this is Pran, and... Markham, said the other man. My name is Markham. I got the wine and glasses, and when I returned to the table, Viv was busy hogging the conversation. I know who you are. You're the blacksmith, she was saying to Pran. But I don't think I've seen you before. What do you do? Well, Markham stammered. He's my husband, said Pran boldly. Husband? Oh, I don't think Vivian blushed as she looked at me. Right, that's what I thought. Turning to me, Pran said, Thanks for the drinks, but I think it would be best if we just left. No, don't. Please stay, pleaded Vivian. I was just surprised, that's all. Please. Pran and Markham both looked at me. You'd better do as she asks, I said. If you don't, I won't hear the end of it. They both settled back in their seats and took small sips of their wine with concerned and suspicious looks on their faces. It only took a few minutes of Viv excitedly asking them about their past for them to lighten up. Even with all the outlandish looks we attracted, the night was turning out to be better than I thought it would be. That was until Skeet's wife, Grecia, showed up. She burst in, rushing over to our table, and began yelling, Go over there to the sheriff's jail and tell your companion, your apprentice, to let me in and to let my husband go. Viv, Pram, and Markham all looked shocked at the sudden verbal attack. Calmly, I sipped my wine and said, Your husband killed Ray. The sheriff is going to take him to the capital dungeon where he will have a trial and then be executed. I told you where he was when that card cheat was murdered, Grecia said. He was passed out in bed. That may be, but that just means he killed Ray before he got drunk and passed out at home. I found your missing awl. It was in the woods, covered in blood. Skeet's just lucky I didn't take the law into my own hands today. Silently, her fury and hate oozed from her as she stood over our table. She turned and stomped out of the inn. Well, things sure have gotten interesting around here since you showed up, Beau, Yurt said as he placed another flagon of wine on our table. Well, I'll be gone soon and things will get back to normal. Oh, I didn't say that it was bad. It's nice to see things a little out of the ordinary. Oh, I just remembered, I said. Can you take a couple of plates of food over to the jail? Sure, Beau, I can do that. Great. I reached into my money purse and pulled out a couple of silver coins and handed them to him. Beau, you're still good from the... Hold your tongue and take them before I change my mind. Without another word, he left with the empty flagon and the coins. You guys enjoy the rest of the wine, I said to Pram and Markham as I took Viv by the hand. I think we're going to start back home. Thanks for everything, Beau. Make sure you stop by before you get out of town, Pran said. Viv stood and went to both of them. The hugs and kisses on the cheeks she gave them drew 2 of the biggest smiles I have ever seen. Before we got to our horses, I stopped by the jail and told Pet to expect Yurt with some food, and that it was okay to open the door for him. And that's the end of chapter 26. What'd you think? That was here and there and everywhere, wasn't it? A little bit exciting, a little bit meh. It was a little bit short, too. But I'm, like I said, feeling rather meh. So I'm going to go ahead and call it with just the one chapter. I love you. I'm sorry to disappoint. But Mama's got to take care of Mama. And sometimes that means shortchanging the kiddies on the books and the chapters and the reading of stories. I'm sure you understand. I love you. Especially since you're grown enough to be on YouTube, so you better understand. All right, I love you. I hope you have a good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. And if they do, you need to defend yourself and bite them back. Or maybe like hire an exterminator or find some other way of getting rid of bed bugs because they are notoriously difficult to get rid of, much like cockroaches. Anyway, good night.